Are you like me where you play your games and where you store your video games, two different parts of your home? And like I say, that's something that I specifically have, and part of it is because of everything that I have here. The fact that I do content here for YouTube or Rumble or Instagram or Twitter, you know, that I'm creating content with our video game stuff that we have here. Now, one of my favorite accessories for the Nintendo Switch that we tested out in 2023 is from a company called Unitek. And what it allowed you to do was to plug in 4 different cartridges for the Nintendo Switch and swap between any of the 4 of those to be able to play. It also had storage for 4 additional cartridges, so that way you can actually swap those in and out and basically have 8 different games at any one point that you could play. Now, one of the things that people criticized that for was the fact that you still had to get up to physically hit a button on that accessory to change from game 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Well, the team over at Unitek has sent us their new multi-port Game Switch card reader for the Nintendo Switch, and it promises to have all of those great features that we loved about the original, but it's also got a remote control. So let's go ahead, let's take this out of the box, let's see how it comes out of the box, and let's test it out. So here we have the Unitek multi-port Switch game card reader on it. It has, you know, pretty simple design, lets you know what it is right on the front of it. On the back, more efficient and convenient, quickly switch the game card via the LED switch button, save your game card, reduce the attrition of Switch game cards caused by more insertion removal. LED light indicator come with different LED lights for different game card slots, game 1, 2, 3, and 4. So basically each position has its own dedicated color, which is, you know, I would honestly just rather see like an LED over each one. But that's just me, because I can never remember what's in slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, slot 4. So here is the adapter itself, and it looks virtually identical to the original. So looking on the back here, you have game 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then storage 1, 2, 3, and 4. You do have a USB-C port for power, and then on the top you do have a push button to switch your games manually that way. And then what this does is this will simply go into your Switch, and then it reads the data off of each of the game cartridges on the dock itself and into the system. Let's take a look at the other stuff that's in the box. And let's see, please download the user manual by scanning the QR code or visiting the website. I'd rather just have them include a manual, but we'll look up that later. And then we do have a USB-A to USB-C cable, looks to be about 4 feet long. And then the new big addition here is the remote control. And this is something that you just hit the button there, and hopefully you can see the LED that every time you hit it, it switches what game it would be playing. Okay, so let's take a look at how this actually connects to your Switch dock itself. So this is a Switch OLED dock. This process is going to be identical if you have an original Switch or Switch OLED. So what this does is it just clips on the back here, right like so, and then you pop in your 4 games there. Now what you can do, and how I've got my other one set up and how this one will get set up down here in our game room, is I will use the USB-C cable, which honestly doesn't need to be this long. Give me a shorter one, but I'm going to connect USB-C to there, go to the side of the dock, and now I have it set up for power. Now we're going to actually grab our Switch. I'm going to pop it in here, and I'll show you how this just goes right in the Switch. So I am actually using a slightly different power cord here just to reach my power supply. To connect this into your cartridge slot, all you do, open the cartridge slot, snap that in, and you are good to go. Now we're ready to load up some games, and I'm going to put Nintendo Switch Sports into position 1. Helps if I put it in the right direction. And then we're going to put MLB The Show into slot number 2. And Crash Insane Trilogy into slot 3. And slot 4 is Andrew Donos 2. Great shooter. Absolutely beautiful shooter. And then I'm going to actually pop this out. So I had to actually change what cable I had plugged in here. I had a longer USB-C to C cable, not working. Here's a C to A connected to a different power supply. As you can see, the red light is on. And so what I'm going to do here, we're just going to flip this over, and I'm going to hit the button so you can kind of see how it changes. There's MLB The Show, and there's Crash, and there is Andrew Donos 2. Again, great game. Back to Nintendo Switch Sports. Now, I'm going to actually see if I can't set this down in such a way. And this is just for demonstration purposes. So here's the remote. There's the show. There's Crash. There's Andrew Donos 2. There's Switch Sports. Works perfectly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to actually put it behind the sides of my photo box just to see, will it still register if it's basically if it's infrared or if it's line of sight or if it's RF. And it just switched, and it's actually under the table on my bench here, so it does not appear to be line of sight or RF. It appears to be, or it doesn't appear to be infrared, it appears to be RF, which is a good thing to see. Absolutely love this. I think this addresses one of the major concerns people had, or criticisms really, of the original one is, they didn't want to have to get up to change games. Well, now with this, they don't have to. They can go ahead and just at a push of a button, go ahead and swap to whatever additional games that they have in here. Huge thanks to the team over at Unitek for sending us one of their latest docks to go ahead and check out. I really do appreciate it. Now, in our original version, we went ahead and we showed you like gameplay, same on this versus that. So go ahead, check out that video if you want to see how the games play. I'll just give you insight here. They play exactly the same. There's no difference as far as that goes. The main difference on this is the convenience factor that it now has that remote control, that clicker as you were, that you can go ahead and you can change the games from the comfort of your chair. You don't have to get up anymore. I kind of need to get up every once in a while, just stretch out because I'm old. My sciatica, I tell you, it hurts. But I absolutely love everything about this. This is one of my favorite accessories for the Nintendo Switch, and I cannot recommend it highly enough. Now, if you do want to pick one of these up, I will have a link down below in a pinned comment where you can go ahead and order one through our Amazon affiliate store. Now, it is an affiliate link. We do make a couple pennies when you order one through one of those links. It's just one of those things. It helps support the channel. Doesn't cost you anything, doesn't cost them anything. It's good for me, it's good for you, it's good for the whales. What movie is that from? Let me know. Bird of Prey 5, you are not allowed to answer if you do see this. But it's one of those that absolutely highly recommend this. It's just so convenient and so simple. The one thing I still wish, either get rid of the 4 slots for storage or make them 8 across so I can go ahead and have 8 games in here and not 4. Also, I would like an LED just on the top of each cartridge versus here, so I'm on this game, I'm on that game, that game, that game. Above and beyond that, absolutely love this. If you want to check out our original review of the Unitek Nintendo Switch Cartridge dock, I will have it listed for you right here on screen. Go through and check it out. That way you can see, too, the quality of the gameplay. It doesn't change. This thing, absolutely awesome.